Hello everybody, Maxed Out Gaming here, just gonna tell you this is my third attempt at this video, so yeah, hopefully it goes well this time. What I wanted to talk about today was kind of peer pressure, instinct, and stuff like that, but before I get into that, I want to give my friend, Fast Trick Shot a shout out, but his YouTube channel is, Team of Fast, and I will have a link in the description, and if not, I will at least have it in the description. And if you can't check that, then just go to my channel and I will like one of his videos, and you'll be able to see it there, and you can just go to his channel from that. Otherwise, I do terrible the first half. I end up going like I barely get over like, let's go like under 15 kills. So not really that good. But in the end, I end up going 57 and 9, and I get Swarm, and yeah. So I mean, it was a nice gameplay. So also what I want to talk about before I get into the topic of the day, or today at least, is yeah, my 100th subscriber special, and I know I'm pretty far away, but I feel like I'm growing pretty fast. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm growing pretty fast, at least in my mind. So, I feel like I am going to, well, I know I'm going to do a special, and I'm not going to give you any hints yet, but what I will say is that I am making a 100 sub special, and it will be pretty freaking awesome. One hint that I could give you, I will give you one hint. I need an editor for it, so you probably caught on from that. But I've been working on some of the stuff lately, and it's going pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, pretty well. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into the topic now. Let's take it back to 4th grade. Back in 4th grade, I was pretty much liked by everyone. There's only few that really disliked. No one really disliked me. It was either you liked me or you just didn't care. And not liked, but you know, liked. So basically, what happened? Oh, right here, I was just changing my button layout to a tactical. If you don't know what that is, it's just where you knife with B and you prone with your joystick, or I forgot what the other word for it is, but it just switches those two, and I ended up switching it back. But yeah. So let me have a little drink of water really quick. So what ended up happening was it was the 4th grade, and yeah, I was not really like, I hung out. I guess you could say he was probably one of the more popular people, but in his friends group was another kid, and this other kid was he was kind of, I guess you could say, well, I mean, he was in the same friends group, and I was there too, and he was just kind of like the mean one towards me, I guess you could say. He wasn't always mean, but he was mean sometimes. And so what happened was, he freaking what did he do? Oh, we were at recess, and I ended up punching, or no, he was talking a bunch of like poop and stuff, and what happened was, I was just like, you know what, I'm done with this. He's been being like this for a few weeks now. I don't want to deal with this any longer. So out of instinct, I just punched him in the stomach. And I mean, we are all mammals and humans, so it's like, people usually are like, go to the teacher first, but honestly, you don't go to the teacher first most of the time. I'm not saying like don't go to the teacher first. Like, if you remember it, go to them, but most of the time people don't remember it. They just kind of instinct. We're humans, we do that. So what ended up happening was I punched him. He fell down and started crying. He didn't even put back another punch. And I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want him to, if he sees the video. But I mean, it's nothing bad against him. He did start crying. Everybody does it. And yeah, I camp it out here, just saying. But he ends up crying, and then the teacher walks over and tells him, like, she was like the coolest teacher, and like everybody loved her. Not like loved her, but you know, I shouldn't have to say this stuff, but everybody liked her. She was a cool teacher. And she came over and she didn't know what happened, and he was kind of in the group that wouldn't snitch if anything happened. So he didn't say anything, but I ended up punching him, or no, and God, what am I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm getting too focused on something else. But she ended up telling him to man up or something like that, and just like take it and walk away. And she didn't know that I punched him, so I didn't really get in trouble. But right here, I just want to point out that when I go cap A, look at how close I am to the orbital. Watch how much closer I get. Like, you might think that I'm gonna get it. Nope. Biggest troll ever in this video. Like, that was it. But yeah. So what ended up happening was she told him to man up and stuff, and then as if he didn't learn his lesson that time, like 2 weeks later to that day, I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks later to that day, he ends up doing the same thing. He starts talking a bunch of smack. He says all this stuff, and I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, really?" Again. And at first I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let him just do it. It doesn't really matter. I've kind of gotten over it at this point, and let's just see what happened, or let's just let it go. And so at my school, like the fifth graders would mix with the fourth graders in the last 5 minutes of recess sometimes, and that was normal for all the grades. Like the grade up would mix with the grade lower, and so what ended up happening was they joined in on our last minute football game, our 5 minute football for them, and let me skip through my load star. But so they joined in at the 5 minute, and they started just like, or no, he started being like kind of an a-hole. This guy derps really quick. Let me go back and do this, cause look at this guy. He derps. He's like whoa, and then so yeah, so he starts doing it, and then one of the popular fifth graders, he came over and he's like, dude, are you really gonna take that? And I was like, wait, no, I guess I'm not. I was kind of thinking that, and so I was like, you know what, just shut up, and I punched him in the stomach again, fell down, started crying again, and, I mean, it was, like, he didn't tell any, or he didn't snitch, but everybody's kind of standing around him, and it was at a point where the teachers couldn't really see us, so he got up and he walked it off after that, but, I mean, it was just like really pretty sad. I'm not even gonna lie. He did the same thing 2 times in a row and like didn't learn his lesson the first time. And I'm not saying that I just like punch people like crazy for fun. I don't. That was really the only incident where I've gotten into a fight, other than the school I'm at now. But it's like the school I'm at now. They weren't really major fights, but they were just kind of like little rustles, I guess you could say. But what ends up happening is no, that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like what I was gonna get was the respect. I actually derp here too. Go up here. I should have jumped out the window, but no, I take out the shotgunner and get one-shotted. But so I get the or no, what was I at? Okay, I was at the respect part of it. So I'm not saying this is a good and you should go punch everyone, but whenever you get into a fight like boys and stuff, you kind of earn a level of respect. And one of my mom's friends, he went to an all-boy military school, but what happened was he would get in constant fights. Like he would get in a lot of fights, and every time he would get in a fight, they would usually become like really good friends after that. And or not really constant fights, but he would get into quite a few fights. So I mean, usually when you get into fights like that, and it's a boy and a boy, you usually gain a lot of respect for each other, and you become good friends, or you just don't really like you don't conversate, but you don't really talk to each other in a bad way anymore. And that's kind of what happened in my case. He didn't really bother me anymore. And right here is a ninja play. I have 35 bullets left in this gun, or at least before I reload. Another guy comes over, and I do like a 360 knife almost. So that was pretty cool, ninja playing it. Yeah, so I mean, you just get a certain level of respect. And yeah, so that's really all I have to get at for that subject. But um, yeah. So right here, I get the kill. I'm about to get the other one and get the final kill, and bang! Nope, I don't get it. So that's okay. We didn't end up catching up. If you didn't see, we were losing by a lot, and we ended up catching up. So that was pretty good. I went 57 and 9 with 9 captures, 9 defends. So not bad. That's really all I have. Don't forget to sub. Try to share this video. Remember, when we get to 100 subs, the faster you do this, the faster I have to put out this video, which is going to be hard, but I'd love to have a challenge. So the more subs you can get me, the better. I will see you guys later. Max.